Sign up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the, what is today? The Taco Tuesday? It is the Taco Tuesday, the June 9th edition of today's Trader's Edge show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that, well, it's to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We're going to go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But much more important than that, during this next 16 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, we've got you covered there too. Go ahead and send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside that subject heading, please put radio show question. And in our Tiger's Den, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on Terrific Tuesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to Lush Show. Right now, we got a mixed bag out here. The mixed bag is that the semis are just slightly green, really flat. They're up 60 pennies. The NASDAQ 100 is up 83 points. That's nearly 0.9% to the upside. And the NASDAQ Composite about 0.5% to the upside, 48 points. The other indices are trading to the downside, led by the Dow off 200 points, 0.75%. The S&P down 0.6%, 20 points. The Russell, the big loser, well, no, it's the trannies, down 2%. The Russell's down 1.8% out there. You got the spot volatility index up 90 cents, trading out at 26.71. Gold is up $16 and change, and it is attempting to form a new profile, so we'll take a look at that. If I forget to do that, remind me. You got silver off 6 pennies. Light sweet crude back 36 cents. The 30-year Treasury up 1 in 15.30, leading the charge dollar-wise. The upside, you've got Amazon up $94, nearly 4%. Vroom, a new IPO. That's trading out at $46. Shopify's up 21. Liberty TripAdvisor Holdings. Is that TripAdvisor bought by Liberty? That's up $20. 77%. Holy shnikes out there. To the downside, Booking Holdings. That's down 53. Chesapeake Energy up 38. Man, that's a big move. 54% to the downside. FactSet Research down $14. Neighbors Industries down 13. So we have plenty to look at. Of course, we want to look at what you want to look at out there. And the first request coming in from Oda Nobunaga, one of the three great generals that unified Japan way back in the 1500 time frame, I believe. Is that when you were born, Oda? 1500, something around there. I believe he wanted to take a look at Cisco. And the question is Cisco a short candidate? And so as we take a look, let's look at the daily, which is trading out at 47.76 right now. Now, you'll see a green solid line going across my screen. If you're watching this on Tiger TV, this is the daily time frame chart. And where price broke down in Cisco was at that price level of 47.67. So it's trading just slightly above that. It's also tested and rejected Stevie's squiggly green line, the one that's kind of going from lower left to upper right. So you know what that tells us, Oda, is that now you do have the topping signal that would be out here is wave number 7. So that's letter G that you can see on my screen out here. So there is certainly a topping signal. So if you did want to take this as a short trade, you'd close it out if price closed above the high from a couple of days ago. I'm not suggesting that you take the short trade just yet because you've got a test and rejection of that oscillator and change line. And, that, you know, so it's already – so, for example, today would have been a perfect time or to for this to have move below that green line at 47.73, and then we'd say, okay, a level of support has failed. And if price was trading below 47.08, the top of its daily profile, we'd say, okay, a second level of support has failed. But instead, we have two levels of support that have held. You know what I mean? So it becomes kind of complicated to, well, you already have the message of the markets, at least as of 1:11 in the afternoon, and that's saying maybe not so fast. But let's look at the weekly time frame chart out here for Cisco. Let's see what kind of pattern it has. Well, this has a TD9 count pattern. Last week was the bar number 9, so it says either last week or this week would be the high. So, okay, so that adds to your thought process on taking Cisco as a short, but you'd really like the daily time frame chart then to prove it. So let it get below 47.08. If we look at the monthly time frame, any kind of topping signal out here on the monthly time frame, no. It looks like this could run up to Stevie's green line, which would be about 48.67. Of course, as long as price remains below that, which it is, then what this is telling us is that this could just be the counter trend rally out here. So OTA, I think the best way to take a look at it is watch that daily time frame chart out here. I'd say if you get it close below 47.08, that should at least take price to 44.49, and then maybe to that 41.22 level where Cisco on its daily time frame had most recently broken out. So I hope that helps you out. We also had a request to take a look at Alibaba. Alibaba, this was for Jack, I believe, and Jack says, hey, Steve, has Alibaba, has Baba staying up changed your targets? Have a full long position with a stop that has not been hit. That sounds great. So let's take a look at Alibaba out here. Take a look at the daily time frame chart. Well, shoot, that is the only chart. Let me pull over my other Alibaba set of charts out here. This way we can take a look at more than just the daily time frame. But on the daily time frame, what we see out here is, so you're saying, are any of my targets changed? Now, I don't know when I last spoke about it or what have you, but today's going to be bar number 8 of a TD9 count. Now, the high so far is on bar number 6. I don't have a valid topping signal out there, so there would be no reason on the daily time frame chart here to suggest exiting the trade. If you do take out the high from a few days ago, be aware that you've got a potential topping signal. That couldn't be confirmed until tomorrow. We need all 9 bars to form, but if bar 8 is the high and bar 9 does form, well, then you've got a valid pattern. Short of the valid pattern out here, you're asking me, has my target changed? The target right now, and take a look at the daily time frame chart, short of showing that topping signal. Now, that's really important. Last time that Alibaba had a significant top right back here on April the 21st, it was with that TD9 count pattern out there. So 228 is the target. That's the TD9 count breakdown resistance level, and that's from the high on January 18th. Let me look at the weekly time frame chart out here, see what kind of signals we have. No signal here of a top or anything other than price trading right into resistance. That is the top of its bearish structured profile. So it's going to be easier probably for you to see this by me coming over to my black background charts. Let's put in Alibaba, BABA. And so here is where your real rub is, Jack, on the long trade. You're in a bearish structured weekly profile. It's been tested 3 times. 3 weeks ago, last week, and this week. 219.96. That's what you really need price to clear in order to get that move to that upside, that breakdown level on that daily time frame. Hope that helps you out. We'll be right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow off 205, S&P 19. Ruby and the Tigers Den wants to take a look at the NQ, which is on a tear today, mostly because of Apple. You've got Apple trading up $10. That's a big move for Apple, trading out at $344. So let's take a look at the NQ. Ruby, not sure which time frame it is that you've got an interest in, so let's take a look at multiple time frames. The interesting thing about today's move inside the NQ is this is going to generate bar number 9 of a TD9 count out here. Now, the last TD9 count inside the NQ price was moving higher, very similar to today. And then we got a 2-day respite, just a 2-day move lower out there. And that's important to understand because that's just kind of a little knee-jerk reaction. Of course, price didn't break through Stevie's green line at that stage, so it remained bullish out there. That is the NQ itself. So you do have a potential topping signal. What we don't know about the TD9 count is whether it's bar 8, 9, or the bar following bar number 9 that identifies that top out there. So it could be today's high, Ruby. It could be tomorrow's. Of course, it's possible that the 9 count pattern will just simply not generate any kind of a top out there, maybe just a hiccup or a sideways move, and then that would be a very strong move to the upside. But the daily, you've got a TD9 count pattern, should confirm today. Of course, it depends what happens between now in the next several hours out there. But at this stage here, we're going to call it a TD9 count with either the top forming today or tomorrow inside the NQ. Now, we put that together with the weekly time frame. Well, in the weekly time frame, we're in that bar following bar 9. The last time that the NQ made its a significant top was on the bar following bar number 9. So we've got that same pattern that started, that didn't start, but was at the high of the before the coronavirus decline out there. So, something to think about. Now, if we go take a look at some shorter term time frames, well, actually, let's do this here. Let's pull this over here for Ruby, because maybe Ruby's interested in a short term time frame. The shortest term time frame, well, it's not true, but let's just say on this page here, the shortest term time frame. This, by the way, what we're looking at here, this is courtesy of the folks from TAS Market Profiles out here. What this one is called their profile scanner. Hey, Steve-O, you can figure this stuff out. Man, it's amazing the amount of knowledge that I don't have. But if we do take a look at this NASDAQ 100 here for Ruby, notice that the 60-minute time frame, we're up in the upper right-hand corner, by the way, that its speed dial is in the red. Now, what that tells us, well, what do you mean what that tells us, Steve? Why don't you show us what it tells us? Okay, good point out there. Now we can see, as you can see, the red line is over the green line. That means that there are more constituents, more issues, more stocks inside the NDX 100 that are trading below the bottom of their 60-minute profile. That would be 45 in total, versus trading above the top of their profile, which is 34 in total. So that's why you see this crossover out here. Now, let's go take a look at a 60-minute time frame. Let me do this here and kind of move this over, get this out of the way. Let's go take a look at the 60-minute time frame here for the NQ, which isn't reflecting, Ruby, what we just saw there. So let's go take a look at the 60-minute time frame. How do I know that? Well, because we're basically up towards the session highs, right? So if we're up towards the session highs, how can this be trading below a level of support? Good point. So that was a pretty easy peasy question out here. But here's the deal. The market breadth, Ruby, on the 60-minute time frame is saying not so fast. What we can see here, no topping signal yet. It has triggered the Rhodes Momentum Indicator. This is going to be bar number 6 of a TD9 count out here. So the 60 now, so which of these two is correct? Well, they're both correct. But the lack of market breadth on the 60-minute time frame says pay attention to the 60-minute NQ. Here you've got key levels of support, Stevie's green line at 99.32. And it looks like the bottom of the box is both the bottom and the center at 98.21. That should be strong support if, in fact, the NQ pulls back. I'm not forecasting that just yet. And the other level of support would be 98.97. Now, we can go take a look at the 30-minute time frame and see what its signals are. In fact, what we can do here, because, Ruby's in the Tiger's Den, and we should give her the whole kit and caboodle. So if we're going to do the kit and caboodle, that means we want to take a look at the 30-minute profiles out here. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that. I'm just trying to power this up. So this is just kind of called a strategic pause. Okay, so we've got it powered up. Now let's go ahead and decorate this. So we're just trying to see for the NDX 100 what's going on the 30-minute time frame. I mean, if the 60-minute time frame has got a bearish crossover, well, we don't have that same message on the 30-minute time frame. What took place out here at exactly 12:35. Oops, hold on. 12:35 this afternoon. Nope, that wasn't what we wanted. So it was right after. So 12:40. At 12:40, that's when we saw the number of issues on a 30-minute time frame trade above the top of their profile versus below the bottom. So what I was trying to find out here, Ruby, is was there something market breadth wise on the 30-minute time frame matching the 60-minute, and then we could come over, take a look at we'll do it anyways. Take a look at the 30-minute time frame chart out here, and I don't have a topping signal on the 30-minute time frame. So watch the 60-minute and that market breadth. Now I'm really confused. And when you're confused, it's not that I'm confused. Well, I'm always confused. It's just that what I really meant by that is that we don't have consistent signals coming from the market with regard to market breadth, what it's doing profile-wise, topping, bottoming signals, and so forth. You kind of get the picture out there. So here's how we leave it with regard to the NQ. The NQ is going to complete a TD9 count today, and that could be a top, or it could be tomorrow, or it couldn't be at all. But we pay attention to that. Speaking of the 9 counts out here, if we take a look at the Dow Equity Future Contract, well, that's got a confirmed TD9 count top at this stage here. You can see that yesterday was the bar following bar number 9, as long as price does not close above yesterday's high. By the way, inside the Dow equity future contract, that'd be 27,563. Then this has effectively a topping signal at this stage here. Price well above Stevie's green line at 26,340. That's the first level of support that the Dow equity future contract would need to crack to suggest that there is perhaps some type of change in trend out there. If we take a look at the Russell 2000, the Dow or its equity future contract, it's the weak link out here. What we're going to see is that we've got a Gartley sell pattern as we speak right now because of the dark cloud cover candle. But I don't know what the candle's going to be at the end of the trading session. We did make a slightly higher high today. That just extended wave number 7. That's letter G on my screen out here. And you just got a larger A to B equals CD. We can use smaller A to B equals CD patterns that would go ahead and complete this Gartley sell should you get a dark cloud cover candle. Ideally, from Russell 2000, if you were short, long, doesn't matter. What you're watching is the price point of 15.20.10. You're at 15.13 right now. If price stays above 15.20.10, well, then it says that the topping signal is suspect because that would be trading above Stevie's, well, not mine, but the TD9 count breakdown level. As long as price stays above 15.20.10, which it's not right now, that would be a bullish signal. Otherwise, it says, hey, you know what? I want to at least pull back and test Stevie's green line at the 1460 area. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back. Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as,
whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab. Bam!
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 167, S&P off 14 right now. Let's go take a look at UPS. For one of our dinners, Top Dog has a position in UPS. From a profile perspective, the daily looks good, prices above it. The weekly looks good, prices above it. But the monthly is going to be your fly in the financial ointment. This is where the real battle is taking place out here, Top Dog, and that's going to be at the top of its monthly profile. Granted, it's only the 9th of June, but nonetheless, that is still where the sellers reside, and that's at the price point of 107.99. So that's the level that you're going to be watching. Now, my concern, we know that that's resistance, and that's proven to be resistance, just simply if we take a look at the price action out here. So it helps us to take a look at these 3 different time frames to understand where buyers and sellers reside. Now, on the daily time frame, coming off of the lows from back in March 12th, that was your A point. The B point was out here at about 103.80 on the 19th of March, makes about a 0.786 retracement, short of that. That's down on April 2nd. And then you've got your 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. And that was fulfilled yesterday. Granted, that D point was met with a wide-ranging bar. Typically, wide-ranging bars are not the way that you complete the D point. Now, that D point would also be a Gartley sell pattern. Now, to be a Gartley sell pattern, if you take a look at today's candle session, that is red, yes, but it is not dead. What do you mean by that, Steve-O? What I mean by that, it's not a bearish reversal candle. It's just an inside bar. Now, typically, an inside bar, the message is that the trend will continue. So that would be the trend to the upside. But here's the A to B equals CD. I see it erased itself. So let's go put that in here so you can see that 1-to-1 price projection. It says be cautious out here, knowing that we're also in that resistance on the monthly time frame. So 110.15. Now, perhaps if we don't get a bearish reversal signal, then price will go to the next extension level. That's your 1.272 extension, or 116 would be the price target out there. But, of course, we know that the real battle is 107.99, and UPS has to get through that. Now let's pull over Stevie's other charts out here for UPS. If we start with the daily, we can see price was moving lower, doing less relative energy, generating a Rhodes momentum indicator signal. We can see that it did form a TD9 count top on April 17th. That was a significant high. Price pulled back, and now it's off on its way. Only going to be in bar number 7 of a TD9 count pattern. So the daily is, I've really given you everything I can on the daily at this stage. No topping pattern. But watch, because if we did get a bearish reversal candle, you then would have a Gartley sell signal. On the weekly time frame, wow, I haven't seen this before. What the heck is that? There we go. Get it populated. So on the weekly time frame, you can see the nice TD9 count bottom that it formed. Bar number 8, I don't have anything significant on the weekly for you. And on the monthly, nothing more than the top of that profile to be observing. So I would just simply look, your average true range on UPS is 281. So I'd have a stop that's 281 times some Fibonacci expansion number 1.272 or 1.618 less today's close, and just keep some type of trailing stop out there. So I hope that helps you out, Top Dog. Tyrone writes in, and Tyrone says, good afternoon, Steve. Would you kindly please take a look at ticker symbol PLM? So let's get PLM. I don't know what that is, but let's go find out. Ooh. Polymet Mining. What did they solve today? What did they cure? Did they cure mining cancer? Look at this thing. So is this a pumper and a dumper? A pooper and a scooper? So let me finish reading the question out here. I'm going with the pooper part, but I'm currently on the sidelines. Well, I'm glad you're on the sideline as to whether or not I should jump in after popping from 33 cents to 99 cents. It's at 51 cents. So, Tyrone, those folks that are in at 95 cents right now and it's trading at 50, how do you think they feel? You don't want that feeling, right? Sidelines? Sidelines and just ixnay and cancel even looking at this stock chart. Now, Polymet Mining out here, you want to know what they've generated in revenues out here? Let's go take a look at their income statement. Oh, there we go. nothing but zeros. Now, again, this is a exploration company, I believe. I try to pull up a balance sheet. There's no balance sheet information. I realize it's a penny stock. That doesn't mean that you can't put in balance sheet information. So what is it that you're investing in? Now, I'm not trying to attack you, Tyrone, or anything like that. This is for everybody out here. What's anybody investing in? Take a look at today's activity. So in essence, you've got this stock out here, no revenues to speak of, no balance sheet, so we don't know what their liabilities look like, what kind of cash flow they have. Do they even have any cash out here? And this thing goes from 30 to 95 cents out there. Yeah. You got to stay away from stuff like this. At least, well, you don't have to. Do what you want. Look, let me give you the technical analysis out here. Price is traded above the weekly profile. That would be 35 cents. Let me just go ahead and expand this out. Of course, the week is not over if it can do that. But look at all the volume is this week. You know what last week's volume was? 2 million. You know what this week's volume is? It's only Tuesday. 100 million. I think unless they've cured some kind of disease out here, wow, things have gotten just what looks like out of hand. So, Tyrone, the best real advice that I can give you out here is to really stay away from stocks like this. You know, but look, I don't spend a lot of time trying to trade entities like that, so I just maybe don't have the set of tools that you need in order for me to really give you what it is that you're looking for. So best of luck there. Again, if it's my cash, it doesn't go anywhere near ticker symbol PLM. Let's go to our next question out here. This is coming in from Hector, and Hector wants to take a look at Newmont Mining. NEM is the ticker symbol out here, and so let's go take a look at it. Let's start off by taking a look at our 3 time frames out here. NEM is the ticker symbol, and let's see what Hector's question is. Happy Taco Thursday, Turnaround Tuesday. Hector got all of our Tuesday metaphoric names in there. On Friday past, we looked at the we loaded up. Oh, you load up your wagon for Newmont. Oh, for a short-term trade. Where should we exit? So here's what we see when we take a look at Newmont Mining. Right now, you've got a brand new daily profile that formed, Hector, and you don't like today's price action because price is tested. Well, hold on. It's trading above it. Okay. So the new profile is 56.62. And if it closes below 56.62 today, it's a bullish structured profile. It's suggesting to you that price wants to move lower. Now, lower to where? Well, the bottom of the weekly profile is 54.64. So that would really kind of be your savior level, because if you saw it close below on a weekly basis, 54.64, that would be signaling to you, okay, time to jettison the stock out here. But we don't have that signal just yet. So you said it was last week. I don't know if you caught the low of last week. Hopefully it was just a couple of days ago, like on Friday out there. And then you could just simply have your stop somewhere so you're below break even. But when we come back from this breakout here, we'll look at Newmont Mining. We'll take a look at the different time frames out there, see if there's any other signals for Hector and the fuel injectors. See Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So we're taking a look at Newmont Mining Corporation again. This formed a brand new daily profile today, and if price closes below 56.62, it makes the long trade suspect. The real level to be watching is 54.64. Now let's put Stevie's other charts out here and see what we see. So we take a look at the daily time frame for Newmont. We understand the top. We understand the top because price is moving higher, doing less relative energy, generates that Rhodes momentum indicator pattern. Price closes below Stevie's green line. It does all that on the 20th. Gets back inside a daily profile on the 21st. Closes below the bottom of that profile on the 26th. Price continues to move lower. Moves lower until it forms this hammer candle on June 5th. Now, I don't have a pattern associated with that. Wave number 4, letter D, on my screen out there. And this is suggesting a move, a hectare up into Stevie's green line, 59.46 on the daily time frame. That's the level that price really needs to close above. But now that we have a new daily profile out here on Newmont, it really needs to close above 60.91 in order to excite you, so to speak. It could just be counter trend rally up to Stevie's green line right now, about 59.45 out here. It looks like that what Newmont really wants to do is go tag the 46.56 area, a level where it had broken out. What would change our mind on that? Well, at least closing above Stevie's green line. That's going to be your deflection or resistance point out here. On the weekly time frame, shows that it too has a Rhodes momentum indicator pattern. So this tops with wave number 7. That's letter G, Rhodes momentum indicator signal. It's now below Stevie's green line. We can see how last week, the counter trend rally last week was right up into that green line level, currently priced right now at 59.87, and rejected and moved back. Granted, the bottom of its profile is held, so it's not in the woods. It's not deep in the woods just yet. But here you can see, and this would be very clear for you, Hector, is that a close below 54.64 on a weekly basis says get out of Dodge, save your money. That's why I'm suggesting, hey, at this stage here, you got in last week, maybe it's towards the bottom of that hammer candle, go ahead and move your stop to break even. On a weekly time frame, I don't have any kind of a monthly time frame, I don't have any kind of a topping signal for you. So I hope that helps you out with regard to Newmont Mining. Best of luck to you and Patty. And thanks for writing in. We've got another question, this one coming in from Tim M. And Tim says, is it time time to enter the SPX, if not when. So if we go take a look at that, is the SPXS, so that would be the short position for the S&P 500. So let's go take a look at the futures contracts out here. Oh, you know what I didn't do? And I'll go right back to it, Tim. I'd meant to do that because it falls along the line of the of what we're taking a look at for Newmont Mining, which was the new profile that I'd mentioned that is trying to form in gold. So we're using Stevie's advanced Doppler tool. So this profile may not take effect. We won't know until tomorrow. But look, the tool's good enough to ferret out, and I think it's more likely that it does take hold. So the bottom, so here you can see, you're looking at the very right-hand panel, very left-hand, upper left-hand panel, left-hand corner. And there's the daily time frame. And the red rectangle is your consolidation pattern that price is trading within. So just a nice little consolidation. Now, within the consolidation is another new daily profile or potential new daily profile. Supported 1689.60 and resistance at 1761. And the center of the box is 1725 out there. So Hector, if gold can get above the center of that profile level, well, then it should make a run for the top, and maybe that's where you consider jettison that position out there. So just something to think about. Now let's go back to the S&P trade out here. So what do we know about the S&P? Hey, if we put up profiles, talking about profiles out there, if we put up our profiles, we don't have anything to help us out for the daily time frame for the ES Mini. Let's just go take a look at the charts, the daily and the weekly. And the question is it time to short the S&P 500? And I'll tie that into another question here that came in from Johnny. So, Johnny, this will kind of help to answer your question. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull over the ES Mini, and what we're looking for is some kind of topping pattern out here, Tim. And so when we take a look at it, we don't have one. What do you mean we don't have one? Well, as we speak right now, we don't have any kind of bearish reversal candle today. That could at least generate a Gartley sell signal. Today's going to be, it looks like it'll be bar number 7 of a TD9 count. So it's shy by a couple of days for this pattern. So we really wouldn't know, Tim, until Thursday, Friday out there. And but if we don't make a higher high today, tomorrow could be wave number 7. That would be letter G on my screen. That could be a topping signal. So you're asking when. I wouldn't go short the S&P 500 until you got some type of confirmed pattern out there, and we don't have that. And the S&P could be targeting 33.97 out here. Now, if we look at the weekly time frame, so let's just step up one level out here. On the weekly time frame, we don't have. Remember, we looked at the NQ and the daily. We had a TD9 count. And on the weekly, we've got a TD9 count pattern out here. We take a look at the weekly inside the ES Mini. I don't have anything on the weekly time frame. So here is really the message now, and this really gets back to your question, Johnny. Oops, sorry. Folks, didn't mean to do that. Tim and Johnny, if you take a look at, I'm just trying to figure out what's the easiest way to do that today. Let's take a look at this. This here is showing us, in essence, because I'm just using a line chart, here we're taking a look at closing prices. So these retracements aren't going to be dead balls accurate out here. It's going to be close, but we're just using, it's just easier to see, in my opinion. So if we take a look at the ES Mini, it's above the 0.786 retracement of the entire move down. If we take a look at the NQ, it's making an expansion pattern of the move from high to low and then back up to the high. If we take a look at the Dow, it's just slightly above the 0.786. And if we take a look at the Russell 2000, it's below the 0.786 pattern out there. Now, the Dow itself, remember we took a look at the Dow and we can see the topping signals, the TD9 count, wave number 7, and so on and so forth. If we take a look at the Russell 2000, which we haven't done, but let's go take a look at it. It depends on what today's candle session close is. But here, this could be a Gartley sell pattern, wave number 7, that's letter G out there. And so the answer to your question is, if you were going to take a short between the 4, and if you had to eliminate 2 of the indices, which 2 would you eliminate? Well, the 2 I would eliminate would be the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. So I'm going to suggest, Tim, if you do take a short, when you do take a short, stay out of those two sandboxes. I think as the markets move lower, what markets move lower? The Dow, the Russell 2000, we're going to likely see this divergence out here where the S&P or the NASDAQ maybe trades higher, doesn't pull back as much out there. So I'd focus on the Dow and I'd focus on the Russell 2000 right now. But if you want to play in that sandbox in the S&P 500, which is fine, wait for a topping signal or wait to see a level of support broken. And then the ES Mini, well, that's really down for us. That's down at about the 31, 32 level, so we'd have to do more digging into it to try to come up with a pattern for you. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is David White. Stay tuned because coming up next is the Power Trading Hour right here on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. So Mike P. writes in just asking about ticker symbol NKLA. That is Nikola Corporation, another one that is just mind-boggling, mind-blowing. And Mike, my message to you is to stay away from this as well. I see you're trying around here, but here, if we take a look at Nikola Corporation out here, and they've generated zero revenue. Not like a few bucks, no bucks, zero revenue. out here. You take a look at their cash. I mean, I think they're going to need a cash infusion. Looks like they should go out there and sell more stock out here, but I just don't see it. Now, you take a look at the entity itself, take a look at what's going on. Me? Am we online now? Oh, man. So somehow we got cut off there. I don't know what happened. Hey, it boils down to this. The ticker symbol that was asked for was NKLA, Nikola. Mike, what I talked about, this company's got no revenues, no nothing out there. It's a psycho type of a stock. I've got no technical tools at all that are going to help you. And I say stay away from this. This is like playing musical chairs. And at some point in time, that music's going to... Folks, thanks so much for being here. Stay tuned. 2 more great hours are up next. You've got your favorite polar bear, David White. Tom O'Brien to take us on home from 3 to 4. And I'll be back with you on Wonderful Wednesday. Have a terrific Tuesday, folks.